Welcome to Performance Live. I'm Jeff McGee, group publisher with Performance Magazine, and our guest today is Dr. J. Kent-Ferraro, a gentleman that I've known for more than a decade. In fact, we penned a book over 10 years ago on coaching for impact and generational leadership. Welcome, Jay. Thank you for your time.
Good to see you, Jeff.
Love it. Dr. J. Kent-Ferraro has positioned himself as more than just a coach of coaches. As a psychologist, Jay has been working with the CEO and executive teams with corporations such as Cancer Treatment Centers of America, Kaiser Permanente, Citgo, and Thrifty Dollar Rental Car Corporation. And today, Jay not only works with executives and individuals at any level on professional and personal development and success, but has also niched himself in a really unique position, and it is basically the truth about love. In essence, a new book that he has out that he's actually penned with his wife that really tackles the challenges in relationships. And that's where I want to talk with Jay today and kind of dive into your mental DNA, if you would. What would you share with us to be some of the harsh truths people have to be willing to acknowledge to move themselves to a better position or more successful positions in life?
Jim Rohn said many decades ago, success leaves clues. That's something that a lot of us have emulated in our careers. But the truth is, just doing what successful people do is not enough. You also have to become who successful people are in addition to doing what successful people do in order to achieve success in relationships in particular.
Wow, that is huge. If you were to pare that back, let's dive into, if you will, let's call it a coaching session. If you were working with a couple, or if you were working with a business entrepreneur or a group situation, and an individual were to really reveal themselves and you were to say, here's what you need to start doing to move forward, are there any common maps that you've identified that this really tends to be 1, 2, 3 that everyone has to start with?
Absolutely. The first thing I start with is a principle, and that's that most relationships don't work because of two simple things. One is ego, the other is ignorance. Ego in terms of their own self-importance and being too committed to what's in it for them.
Wow.
And ignorance, not having the skills and the competencies that you need to be successful in a relationship. And here we're talking, Jeff, about any relationship, personal or professional. I work with individuals and couples, and I work with top CEOs, and I see the same patterns everywhere that I work with people. So the first step is we get them clear that change is about getting beyond ego and getting past your ignorance.
That's huge. Now, once a person says, okay, I'm willing to own up to that, I know where my ego, my vanity, my arrogance might be an issue, and I can start to try to manage that or minimize that or eliminate that. And now I'm willing to become more aware of, okay, what my lacks are in terms of the IQ or the EQ world, and I want to attain a higher level of performance, then where do you go there in that conversation?
It's a great question, and you started to go there. There's 4 basic competencies required for success, and they have to do with the principle of acquiring social and emotional intelligence. Those 4, very simple. First one, self-mastery. I've got to know who I am, why I want what I want, and I've got to be able to execute and act in the direction of getting it.
Okay.
2, relationship mastery. I've got to be able to connect and engage and maintain rapport with people. Plus, I need to be able to have those missing conversations that most people fear. It's not the conversations you need to have that you should be frightened of. It's the ones you avoid that you should be frightened of. You've got to be able to have that. Third, life mastery, being able to leverage resiliency and challenge and turn that into growth and evolving as a person. Last one, emotional mastery. You've got to understand where feelings come from and why they occur the way they do. We don't get angry or get frustrated. We do anger and we do frustration, largely by the meanings and the stories that we make up and we live inside of in response to people and events.
This is powerful. I mean, as you're talking, you know, you and I have some history with each other and our families know each other, and so I'm kind of like looking in a mirror as you're talking, because it's very powerful. A lot of what's holding us back from being successful really is, even as cliched as it may sound, it's ourself. It's the hurdles and walls we impose upon ourselves.
Absolutely.
Fantastic. So if someone wants to find out more about you, they want to find out more about personal relationship dynamics and how to prevent a divorce or prevent the breakups within their world, where can people go to find out more about you?
Well, we have a website,
Love it.
www.prevent-a-divorce.com. Or our local number is 918-744-7025.
Fantastic. Again, our guest with Performance Live, a part of the Performance Magazine media family, Dr. J. Kent-Ferraro. In essence, if you want to get in touch with success, you have to get in touch with yourself. Again, thank you so much, Jay.
Good to see you, Jeff.
Been a fun time. Thank you.
Excellent.